What's up, guys? It's Saturday again. So last time we seen this thing, we've took everything out from underneath it. There's not a stitch of suspension left bolted to anything. Today
there is still a one little bit, but it's more steering than suspension.
Power steering gearbox.
Yeah. Just to clarify.
So yeah, today we're gonna work on putting some back under. If you guys remember last weekend, I had a little spring breakage issue, and we were gonna try and do something to get it back together. We decided to hold off because this week we've got a brand new pair of these.
And I know what you're thinking, and no, we were not going to go with the first stupid thought. We were going to go with the second.
So we're gonna get this thing set up, get our parts together, and go through assembling the DJM, because we got the shocks here, DJM. These are the lowering shocks, and we have got these. And so we'll get those put underneath the truck.
You know, I actually really like those.
We're going to see what it looks like when it's sitting back on the ground, hopefully today.
They kind of remind me of a hammer.
So we took these and cleaned them up just a little bit, put a skiff of paint on them. The next trick is I really need to start here by putting the bolt back in this. So
Put the bolt back into it.
because it needs the bolt back in it.
No, I just said put the bolt back into it.
Well, yeah, I'm doing that.
You're doing it poorly.
I'm not very good at it. Like that. And then that goes like that.
Are you sure it goes like that?
Yep. And then we need a coil spring. And the coil spring goes on. It don't matter. And then that piece goes over that. And then this.
I thought we got a new one of them.
Huh?
I thought we got a new one of them.
No, we didn't get a new one of them.
Can I use the other one?
What other
The
one?
one for the back?
Anyways.
Oh.
No, that's for holding the coil spring. That's what that's for. So I'm gonna put some never sees on this, put that back together and put that nut back on. And then once we get it together, we're gonna put the whole thing up in the truck. Okay, we are back. I've got that bolt tight.
I was wrong.
Yep, we used the correct washer on there that keeps the spring from coming off. It doesn't hold it tight because compression and getting it spun into the right place is what holds it. But that little washer there keeps the spring from coming off. So now I'm gonna put my end up in here for the trailing arm. At least that's what I'm calling this thing right now. I'm sure there's probably a more technical name for it, but that's what it looks like to me. And then Kagan's gonna put a bolt in that end, and that should, you wanna take that in there, Kagan? And this ought to get it up in the truck. So hold on, let me get my end first here. Okay. That should. Let me guess. Now you can't get your end.
Yeah. Well, it appears.
Push in on it there. There we go.
I am pushing. Oh.
Go ahead and push some more. I'll hold it there. There we go. Looks like you need to push just a little bit more.
No, I think what we need to do is pull your end out a little bit.
Do we need to open that bracket up just a little bit? Oh, you got it, don't you? You got a jack sitting there behind you. I can hold this on my knee and you can use the jack to press it in place if you want. Okay, the spring is kind of in place now.
That's what I thought.
What?
It's tearing up that rubber.
No, that.
No, it is.
Oh, right there. Yeah, we need to not do that. So we just need to pry that pocket open a little bit.
Yeah.
And then. Okay. So we need to massage that a little bit. I'm gonna take a pry bar and pry that open. So I'll go get a pry bar and we'll. Something about that doesn't look right. That might be because that trailing arm's not pulled all the way in. Spring looks awfully forward. We'll get a better look here in a second. Alright, so we're going to use an all thread trick. Kagan says he's not sure he's done this one before. But basically, you stick a all thread or a piece of long bolt in there and you put a washer on each side and the two nuts in the center. And if you've ever used these polyurethane bushing style before, they're usually always bigger than the area that the old piece came out of. So it's hard to get them in there.
This one's not really bigger than the area, it's more of the angle.
So we're going to create a little slop to kind of help get it easier set up. And then of course when you tighten it back down with the bolt, it'll make things work out all right.
Hopefully this is a Ford.
And so notice now he's got thread sticking out of this end here, and that's probably pretty good. So now he can just run his nut back the other way. I'll hold that. Okay, the nuts are bolted on the inside of each one. And now I got two wrenches. And what he's doing is he's just going to basically bring the nuts further apart. And that's going to spread out the opening for where that goes in. He's kind of in a tight spot, especially since we've already got that arm kind of halfway in there.
I wonder whose idea that was.
I don't know. And that's an easy way to kind of open up a place where a bushing goes, to make it easier to fit in there on an old vehicle when you're replacing stuff.
Side note.
What's the side note?
It also helps if you get nuts that aren't smashed on the corner so the wrench fits on.
Well, I just grabbed whatever nuts was up there in the tray, so. It's getting harder.
It's getting to the point where I normally proceed with caution.
That's probably good enough then. It'll spring back a little bit, but So I'm gonna take the camera off the stand here.
Why are you hitting me with the stand?
Sorry.
By the way, guys, if any of you are a professional or semi-professional cameraman, we are looking for someone.
Yeah, because neither one of us are any good.
And we usually end up trying to hurt each other with a freaking tripod.
So now, looks like there's a little bit more room for that bushing to go in there now. So now we'll use pry bars and stuff and try and wedge it in there a little bit better, but we shouldn't be tearing up that polyurethane bushing now.
Got an idea.
What's that?
Ratchet strap.
You and your ratchet straps. You're probably not wrong though. All right, I got one in the truck. Kagan has started ratcheting. Here. I'll handle this end of business. You might be close. How close are you?
A little bit more.
You went too far now. I'm gonna release it. All right. Okay, good. Release that in. Okay.
Pry bar.
Well, just be careful. That's not really a pry bar. You got a pry bar right there beside you. There you go.
Precision pry bar.
Oh. Remember we talked about the tripod?
Yeah.
Kagan just kicked it. But if you see, we've got the bolt in. We've got to finish getting it on through there, but he was able to take that ratchet strap and bring it right on up and in where it needed to be. And without tearing out the bushing.
1001 uses.
Alright, we'll get to the other side. Alright, so we're going to try and get this back in there where it belongs before we fight the spring too much. So, yeah, Kagan, if you would.
This right here, we call it the homecoming hammer.
He says, get in your home.
We just send it back to where it needs to be. Well. Alright.
There's some pressure on that.
That should be good.
Pull it into place, kind of. I'm gonna hold that like that until we get this. I got a clip that goes up there that'll hold that in place once we get it started. There, that shouldn't come out of place now. And now I might be able to get this one itty bit tighter because I'm at a better angle now. Okay, now. So now, the rear bushing for the trailing arms in, I gotta put these on the back side of it.
Still gotta go up in it.
Well, let me get the strap on this spring and we'll get this situated, and then we're gonna have to maneuver Kagan's to get his bolt in. And I figure this is gonna be the hardest one because this is actually the short side. The other side's a little longer, and now the shock's in place too. So I'm gonna get the nut and washer and stuff on the back side of this trailing arm. We're gonna finish finagling Kagan's bolt through. Then I'm gonna press it on up. We'll get the strap on this spring and the top on the shock, and this side will be all together, and we'll touch base here in a second. All right, so we got excited working again. Happens sometimes. I'll give you a rundown of what we got underneath of here. So everything's back together. We have all new steering linkages on. And let me turn the light up here. There's the new I-beams, as they were called, because those are not eyes anymore. Everything's back together right. We got new coil springs, brakes are all back on. Here's one of the old I-beams laying right here. And now we're going to jack it up in the air and let it down. We've kind of given a little bit of alignment up on the stands there. I'm going to set the, the ramps, and I'll set the camera up here and we'll put it down on the ground and just see how low it looks on the ground. So give us just a second. So Kagan's got it off the ramps. Truck. Okay, Kagan, go ahead and let it down slow. Johnny Boy was wanting it, but that looks pretty low. It definitely filled up the fender well with them rims he's got. So we got to put some transmission fluid in it, because we also drained the transmission fluid out, put a new filter in it. So we'll do that. I'm gonna take it for a test ride, and then we'll give you our thoughts. Kagan's tired. He's not talking much.
I've been fighting a headache.
That'd be me. Or this truck one.
Good truck.
Well guys, that's it for this disaster. We're gonna take this thing over to John's and deliver it back to him, and then he's gonna continue on with it from there, but we've done our part.
Hopefully. I mean, I like John. Not this truck though.
Kagan doesn't want to work on a Ford no more.
Not unless it's something cool. And no, I'm not talking about a Mustang.
Well, I like Fox bodies or anything older than that.
I'm not talking about anything newer than 95.
Guys, see you later. If you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button down there. And
yeah, honestly, it should be somewhere down that way. It'll red button. It'll look roughly about the same as this giant brick. You know, some writing on the side. We could probably show, like, get a little button up there and circle it, and you know, you can see all of our problems.
I'm not that good at being a video editor yet.
All right, never mind. I apologize. But remember, there is something circled, and it is a problem.